This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
The 2013 national exam results are in.
But again this year, the Ministry of Education did not issue a national grade point average. As a matter of fact, the ministry says it has discontinued that practice. Now, in the BJC examinations, there were 8,728 students sitting the exam, a 3.23% decrease when compared to last year.
Now, the total number of grades awarded are 31,886 compared to last year's 32,978, a 3.43% decrease.
And despite the decrease, Minister of Education Jerome Fitzgerald says that there's an improvement noted in the number of grades awarded at A to C. However, he noted that the number of U grades below the acceptable level awarded in 2013 has increased when compared to 2012.
The percentage of grades awarded at A to D in 2013 remains consistent with the percentage awarded in 2012. Approximately 67% of the grades were awarded between A and D. However, we note, unfortunately, that the number of U grades, which is below the acceptable level, awarded in 2013 has increased by 0.63% when compared with 2012.
In the BGCSE examinations, at least 7,140 candidates sat that exam this year, a 0.32% increase over last year's 7,117 candidates. 996 candidates received at least a C in 5 subjects, 49 more than last year's number of 947, making a 5.17% increase. The minister says more than 80% of the grades awarded continue to range between A to E. However, he says the cumulative percentage of grades awarded at A through C is slightly higher than in 2012, marking at least 47.76% increase compared to last year's 48.5%.
It is noteworthy that this is the highest percentage to be recorded during the years 2007 to 2013. The highest percentage of grades awarded continues to be that of grade C. Of concern, again, as in the case with BJC, is an increase in the number percentage of awarded grades given at the G and U level.
When you take a closer look at the results, the minister says as many as 70% of students are doing well, but he says his ministry must find strategies to deal with the other 30% who continue to fall through the cracks. He believes the introduction of a standardized national diploma will help.
A jury is expected to return a verdict tomorrow in the unlawful sex case of a 48-year-old man. The man is accused of having sex with a 12-year-old girl while she was attending vacation Bible school at a local church 5 years ago. He's pleaded not guilty to the charge. During today's proceedings before Justice Vera Watkins, both sides made closing arguments. Justice Watkins will sum up the case for jurors Friday morning. Once that's done, the man's fate will then be in the hands of the jury. Super Semi coming up in sports. Shawnee Miller in the 200 semi. Does she get a share of the final?
And high flyer Donald Thomas in the high jump final. Find out if he's repeated as a world champion. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Andrew Knowles. The Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce hosting a town hall meeting last night to discuss new customs regulations, VAT, and the 2015 Hawksville Creek Land Act. Concerns have been expressed by the Grand Bahama business community over the July 1st implementation of the new customs regulations. Those in attendance heard from attorney Kerry Leonard of Calendars & Co., who spoke with respect to the customs issue and on whether there has been a breach of the Hawksville Creek Agreement. It was generally agreed by chamber members to move forward with any recommended action to safeguard businesses. Despite what's been described as a flat summer, Sandals Royal Bahamian is holding its own, experiencing up to 80% occupancy levels. General Manager Patrick Drake telling ZNS Business that the resort is looking to tap into some new markets, especially with the increase in airlift to the country. He says Sandals is looking at attracting more of the European market and further strengthening its business from the South American market. And global consumer demand for gold hit its highest level ever in the second quarter of 2013, spiking to 1,083 tons, up 53% compared to the same period last year. Most of that demand came from China and India, where consumers rushed to buy jewelry, coins, and gold bars. The latest report from the World Gold Council showed that jewelry sales made up more than half of the total gold tonnage sold to consumers in the quarter. The average price for gold over the period fell by 12% to $1,415 per ounce. Gold is currently trading at just over $1,330 per ounce, down by roughly 30% from its all-time high near $1,900 in September of 2011. That's been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Andrew Knowles.